Hello, and welcome to Think Around, the podcast where we explore the fascinating mysteries of our universe and challenge you to see things from different perspectives. I'm your host, and today we're diving into one of the most intriguing astronomical puzzles of recent years. In 2019, something unusual entered our solar system. It wasn't just another asteroid or comet. This was something that had scientists scratching their heads and UFO enthusiasts reaching for their telescopes. This object, designated 3/I/Atlas, sparked an intense debate that continues to divide the scientific community. Was it simply an interstellar comet passing through our neighborhood? Or could it be something more extraordinary? Perhaps even an alien spacecraft. Today, we'll explore both sides of this fascinating controversy. We'll look at the initial discovery, the strange characteristics that set 3I Atlas apart, why some respected scientists are considering artificial origins, and why the mainstream astronomical community remains skeptical. By the end of this episode, you'll have all the information needed to form your own opinion about this cosmic visitor. So grab a coffee, get comfortable, and let's journey into the mystery of 3I Atlas. Our story begins in early 2019 when astronomers using the Extraterrestrial Impact Last Alert System telescope in Hawaii first spotted an unusual object streaking through our solar system. What immediately caught their attention was its trajectory. This wasn't something orbiting our sun. Instead, calculations showed it was moving on a hyperbolic path, meaning it had enough velocity to escape our sun's gravity entirely. This could only mean one thing. 3I Atlas was an interstellar visitor, only the second confirmed object after Oumuamua to journey through our solar system from another star system. The object was initially classified as a comet, based on some preliminary observations, but almost everything about it seems strange. It was traveling at an incredible speed of about 60 kilometers per second, fast even for an interstellar object. Its trajectory was unusual too, coming from an angle that didn't match typical cometary paths. As astronomers gathered more data, the mysteries only deepened. What made 3I Atlas particularly puzzling was its behavior. Unlike most comets that show signs of outgassing as they approach the sun, this object seemed to have a very faint or non-existent coma, the fuzzy cloud of gas and dust typically surrounding comet nuclei. Yet it was exhibiting acceleration that couldn't be explained by gravity alone. This combination of characteristics was unlike anything astronomers had seen before. As news of the discovery spread, the scientific community began to buzz with excitement. Here was another opportunity to study an object from another star system up close, and this one was behaving even more mysteriously than Oumuamua had 2 years earlier. But what nobody expected was that this object would reignite the debate about whether we might be looking at something artificial. The alien hypothesis for 3I Atlas gained serious traction when Professor Avi Loeb from Harvard University, the same astronomer who had controversially suggested Oumuamua might be artificial, weighed in on the debate. Loeb and his team pointed to several anomalies that defied conventional astronomical explanations. Perhaps the most compelling evidence for artificial origins was the object's unusual acceleration pattern. As 3I Atlas moved away from the sun, it was accelerating in a way that couldn't be explained by gravitational forces or typical cometary outgassing. The acceleration was subtle but consistent, suggesting something was actively pushing or pulling the object. In a paper published in the Astrophysical Journal, Loeb argued that this non-gravitational acceleration could be explained by solar radiation pressure on a thin, light sail-like object, precisely what you might expect from an alien spacecraft designed for interstellar travel. Telescopic observations added to the mystery. While the resolution wasn't sufficient to definitively determine the object's shape, some measurements suggested an elongated structure rather than the more spherical or potato-like shapes typical of comets and asteroids. This was reminiscent of Oumuamua's unusual cigar-like shape that had fueled speculation about its artificial nature. What really got people talking was the pattern emerging: 2 interstellar objects in just a few years, both exhibiting strange acceleration and unusual characteristics. Loeb suggested that rather than being cosmic coincidences, these might be examples of artificial objects deliberately sent to explore other star systems.
He even proposed that we might be seeing evidence of a galactic civilization that uses self-replicating probes to survey the galaxy. The comparison to Oumuamua was striking. That 2017 visitor had similarly baffled scientists with its acceleration and lack of visible coma. While most astronomers eventually accepted that Oumuamua was likely a natural object, perhaps a nitrogen ice fragment from an exoplanet, the similarities between the two objects kept the artificial hypothesis alive for 3I Atlas. However, the mainstream astronomical community remains largely unconvinced by the artificial explanation. Most scientists believe there are perfectly natural explanations for 3I Atlas's strange behavior, and they've developed several compelling theories that don't require invoking alien technology. The leading natural explanation focuses on solar radiation effects, combined with the object's composition. Dr. Karen Meach from the University of Hawaii, who studied both Oumuamua and 3I Atlas, suggests that the acceleration could be explained by outgassing from volatile ices that are invisible to our telescopes. Water ice, for instance, might sublimate without creating a visible coma if the dust content is low enough.
This would create a small thrust effect, similar to a natural rocket engine, explaining the non-gravitational acceleration. Another possibility is that 3I Atlas is composed of hydrogen ice, something that would be nearly impossible to observe directly, but would sublimate rapidly when exposed to solar radiation, creating acceleration. This exotic composition would be unusual for objects in our solar system, but might be common in other star systems with different formation conditions. The shape observations are also explainable through natural processes. Many comets and asteroids develop elongated shapes through rotational forces and impacts over billions of years. The apparent lack of a visible coma might simply be due to the object having already lost most of its volatile ices during its long journey through interstellar space. Most astronomers point to Occam's razor, the principle that the simplest explanation is usually the best. Given that we've observed thousands of comets and asteroids in our solar system, and none have definitively proven to be artificial, the probability that 3I Atlas is simply an unusual but natural object is much higher than it being alien technology.
As one astronomer put it, extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence, and while 3I Atlas is certainly strange, it hasn't provided evidence extraordinary enough to overturn everything we know about celestial mechanics. Despite the ongoing debate, scientists aren't just standing still. Research into 3I Atlas continues, with new observations and analyses being conducted to try to solve this cosmic puzzle. The object has now moved beyond the range of most Earth-based telescopes, but the data collected during its passage through our solar system continues to be studied. Several new telescopes coming online in the coming years will be specifically designed to detect and characterize interstellar objects. The Vera C. Rubin Observatory in Chile, scheduled to begin operations soon, will be capable of detecting faint interstellar objects much earlier than current telescopes, giving astronomers more time to study them. The James Webb Space Telescope, with its infrared capabilities, could potentially detect heat signatures or composition details that were missed by previous observations. There are also plans for rapid response protocols when the next interstellar object is detected.
Instead of weeks of debate about whether to point major telescopes at a new discovery, pre-approved programs will automatically trigger observations across multiple instruments. This should give us much more comprehensive data about the next visitor. Scientists are also working on theoretical models to better understand how objects might form and evolve in other star systems. By simulating different planetary formation scenarios, researchers can predict what kinds of objects might be ejected into interstellar space and how they might behave when they pass through our solar system. This will help us distinguish between truly anomalous behavior and what's actually normal for objects from different stellar environments. The study of interstellar objects like 3I Atlas is crucial for our understanding of the universe. These visitors are essentially free samples from other star systems, offering insights into planetary formation processes that we could never gain otherwise. Even if they turn out to be entirely natural, they're revolutionizing our understanding of how common such objects are and what they can tell us about the architecture of other planetary systems. As we wrap up our exploration of 3I Atlas, it's worth reflecting on why this mystery matters so much. On one hand, we have the scientific consensus pointing to a natural explanation, an unusual comet from another star system that just happens to behave in ways we're still trying to understand. On the other hand, we have a minority of respected scientists suggesting we might be seeing evidence of artificial objects, potentially even signs of extraterrestrial intelligence. What makes this debate so fascinating is how it highlights the boundary between open-mindedness and scientific rigor. The history of science is filled with phenomena that were once considered impossible, but later proved real. At the same time, science has always had to separate extraordinary claims from extraordinary evidence. The 3I Atlas controversy sits right at this intersection. Perhaps the most important lesson from 3I Atlas is that there's still so much about the universe we don't understand. Every new discovery challenges our assumptions and pushes the boundaries of our knowledge.
Whether 3I Atlas was an alien starship or just an unusual comet, it has reminded us to remain curious, to question our assumptions, and to keep looking up at the stars with wonder. In the end, the truth about 3I Atlas may never be known with absolute certainty. The object has moved on, continuing its journey through the vastness of interstellar space, but the questions it raised will continue to drive scientific inquiry and inspire our imagination. And isn't that what makes astronomy so exciting? Each cosmic mystery we encounter is an invitation to expand our understanding and remind ourselves how much there is still to discover. Thank you for joining us on Think Around today. I hope this exploration of 3I Atlas has sparked your curiosity and given you plenty to think about. Until next time, keep looking up and questioning everything. The universe is full of mysteries waiting to be solved.